And because you're worshipping someone other than Islamic Allah, we are rejecting you. And we have introduced that because of the worship difference,
Yeah, the
there has
worship
arisen
idols,
between
so
us
we
and
reject
you
them.
animosity and hatred. Do you read the lesson properly here?
Yeah, fair enough. We should hate them, the idol worshippers.
Yeah, this is terrible. Are
This
you
is good.
how many people are you
This
hating
is
these days?
good. This is good because only the one God should be worshipped. Why should you worship idols? You know what I'm saying?
So you hate me right now, yeah?
I agree. I agree with the Quran.
No. Question: do you hate me right now?
Do you worship idols?
Well, the Quran says being a Christian is being an idol.
You worship the one God.
Yeah,
Listen to me,
I
my dear
worship a
friend.
man named Jesus according to your Quran. So do you hate
Okay,
me?
Yes.
okay.
So do
I
you
would
hate me?
say yes. I hate you, but I don't.
Yeah, wow.
Hello.
Hello.
I used to jump on. I jump on Hatun Tash's live, and I spoke to Adam Seeker before. He knows who I am.
Sure. So you are a Muslim yourself.
Yeah, I'm a Muslim.
So tell me, after reading Surah 60, Ayah 4, why exactly is Islam not a violent religion? Are you, first of all, are you here to say that Islam is not a violent religion?
Well, it depends what you mean by violent. If you're coming to fight the Muslims have every right to do self-defense. That means in a war zone you could kill the enemies that is coming to kill you. Self-defense.
Sure.
We have all religions have that
And then
same.
don't throw junk. Don't throw junk. Don't slander. Focus only on Islam right now.
Okay. It's fair enough. I understand Christianity has no self-defense. Fair enough. Islam has self-defense. In Christianity, if let's say invading army
Mr. Muslim defender, please.
Christians
Okay,
are
so you agree?
obligated
Yeah,
not to
okay.
fight back.
Muslim, please. Muslim defender, please. Stay focused right now. I'm going to show you what you might not have read in the Quran before. And I'm showing you Surah 60, Surah Al-Mumtahina, Ayah 4. Surah Al-Mumtahina, Ayah 4 isn't what you described at all.
Are you saying
I need to finish. I need to finish. Yeah, Surah 60, Ayah 4. Surah 60, Ayah 4 is giving a clear instruction. I'll just give me 1 minute. I'll present the challenge properly, and then please engage with the challenge. Surah 60, Ayah 4, out of various other places where we can learn about Islam, is giving a precise summary of Islam's violent intent. I'll make 2 points from there. It's there in front of your face right now as the YouTube output. Very simply, it says the Islamic Ibrahim showed a pattern for all Muslims, and the pattern is if your family members and relatives and so on are non-Muslims, people who worship anyone other than the Islamic Allah, then you have to disassociate yourself from them. First of all, disengage, not integrate with the rest of your family at all, not even relate to them, not even associate yourself with them. Point number 1. Point number 2, you begin showing animosity towards them and hatred towards them. So you're animous and hatred towards even your family members. Nothing to do with war zone, nothing to do with any of the other stuff that you mentioned. If you show animosity towards your family members just because they are not Muslims, that's terrible. That's an evil, violent religion. Please, are you happy with this religion?
I'm absolutely happy because I know the story of Abraham a lot, and I know what you're talking about. His dad was a pagan. He was an idol worshiper. He was actually an idol maker. And yet Abraham loved his dad. He prayed for him. Disassociated with his idol worshipping and idol making, but he respected his father. He never abused him.
Okay, are you reading what I'd like for you to respect the Quran as a Muslim.
Yeah, I got the surah on my screen as well. I pulled it up.
Yeah,
It says,
but for some reason you didn't read the surah
"Oh,
carefully. You
let me
said,
read it."
please, once. Yeah, please read. Please read. Are you going to
Yeah,
read in English?
yeah, I'm gonna read it in English. It's from
Please.
I pulled it up, so it's easier for me. So you already, the chapter starts. You already have an excellent example in Abraham, and those with him when they said to their people, "We totally disassociate ourselves from you and shun whatever idols you worship beside Allah. We reject you." The enmity and hatred that has arisen between us and you will last until you believe in Allah alone. The only exception is when Abraham said to his father, "I will seek forgiveness for you," adding, "But I cannot protect you from Allah at all." The believers prayed, "Our Lord, you we trust, and you we always turn, and you is the final return."
So two particular points I'd like to highlight. You craftily said he disassociated with the idols he made, but that's not what the ayat is saying. The ayat is saying that Ibrahim, the Islamic Ibrahim, disassociated from his family, from his people.
I got the ayah here.
Please listen. Please listen. You said craftily earlier. You need to
Can
rewatch,
I
but
pull up my screen, please?
please listen. Let me finish. 2 points to highlight. Number one, not Abraham, the Islamic Ibrahim disassociated himself from his people. Problem number one. And problem number two, he says there has been between him and his people animosity and hatred. On what grounds? On religious ground alone. Just because they differed in religion, he said there is animosity and hatred between him and his family. That's terrible.
But if you go to number 2 on 62, it says, "If they gain upper hand over you, they would be your open enemies, unleashing their wrath and tongues to harm you, and wishing that you would abandon faith." If you go to chapter 2 as well.
Yeah, Thambi is disturbing. Okay, let's do that. So you're going to ayat number 2, which we can go to, no problem. So let's trace from there. Who is ayat 1 speaking to? Ayat 1. Who is ayat 1 speaking?
May I please intervene over here just a little bit, if you don't mind? I've been listening. I was here for some time and I've been listening. The Ayah 4 is one of the most renowned verse for the Islamic concept called al-wala wal-bara. I don't know why this guy is running to Ayah 2 with another context, but this is called the Ayah of al-wala wal-bara. So, Mr. Muslim, do you know what al-wala wal-bara is?
No, I do not know what that is.
So, can you do me a favor? Google al-wala wal-bara and tell me what it says.
Okay. How do you spell that?
AL space
AL.
WALA space WAL space BARA, or in Arabic, I'm giving you in the private chat al-wala wal-bara. So ask Google or ChatGPT or anything, what is the concept of al-wala wal-bara in Islam?
Okay, let me copy that.
Please do that. Ask Google, what does it say?
Okay. Is a fundamental doctrine in Islam that translate literally to loyalty, and disavow, or allegiance, decision, it's concerned with the sincere love for Allah and His Prophet and the believers, coupled with enmity, hatred towards what opposes them, all for the sake of Allah.
Perfect. So it is hating for the sake of Allah and loving for the sake of Allah. In short, read it 10 times. This is the moral of the story, what I just said. So you may read it 10 times. That's not a problem. Read it again and tell me the paragraph that you read. It means hating for the sake of Allah and loving for the sake of Allah. Al-wala wal-bara.
Well, that's what it says, but then obviously if you understand the
What
you have
does
to
it say
understand
first?
the
No, nothing else. Please stick to the point.
You have to
What
understand.
is the what is the fundamental concept that you just read? What is it? Please read it again and tell me, is this a fundamental concept of Islam? You just read it.
It says
You just read the first line that you read from your Google search. What is the first line?
the first line says the Islamic principle means
Not what Arul is showing. What you are reading, because you are reading from somewhere else. You are reading from ChatGPT. Arul is reading from Google.
I'm reading from Google as well.
So you first you said fundamental principle. Now you are imitating
Can I
fundamental.
pull it
Okay.
up? Can I pull it up for you? I'll put it backstage. Here it is, so you can see it with me.
So pull it up. Arul will
I
show
got
it.
backstage.
So let's see what you are reading is the same thing what you're speaking, because you add words. I know that since my past interaction with you.
Yeah. Here it is. There it is.
Okay. Zoom in a little bit. Okay. So now read the first passage.
The concept of al-wala is a fundamental
Al-wala wal-bara. Two things.
is a fundamental doctrine in Islam.
So what type of doctrine it is?
Well, in the AS is fundamental,
What?
but it's widely denied. It's widely denied by Islam. No,
What is it? What you just googled it? What does it say? What does it? Don't go anywhere else. What does it say? Don't go anywhere else. What does it
what
say?
it says on the AI,
What does it say?
the concept of al-wala.
Okay. What does it say? It is what?
It's fundamental.
Fundamental. What does fundamental means?
But it's denied as well.
What does fundamental mean? What does fundamental? Don't change it. It doesn't even deny it. So you are changing it and it doesn't even say what you are saying. So what does it say? Is it fundamental doctrine? What does fundamental means?
It is extreme.
Not
Fundamental
Google again. Yeah, we have a new definition of fundamental. Google, what is fundamental? Ask Google what is fundamental. There's a new doctrine now. Fundamental means extreme.
Fundamental is the very, very, very core, not extreme.
Okay.
Extreme is the opposite. Very core.
If you read the second paragraph, it says foundation of faith. So fundamental is foundation of faith. So al-wala wal-bara is the foundation of your faith. The verse that our brother Arul just opened today, I don't think Arul would know that this verse is the foundational verse of the Islamic faith system, and the concept is called al-wala wal-bara. And I've done a full stream on this verse alone, because this verse is connected with over 50 different verses of the Quran according to Tafsir al-Tibri, Tafsir al-Qurtubi, and Tafsir ibn Kasir. So this is one of the most fundamental verse of the Quran, and it is the foundation of the faith of Islam. So can you click on show more and read what does it say in the second paragraph?
So from here, yeah. The foundation of faith, al-wala, were considered a major
prerequisite.
Yeah, prerequisite and foundation of true faith, essential for a Muslim's belief system.
So to be a Muslim, this is prerequisite. So what is prerequisite? if you want to study marketing, an advanced course, you have to study the prerequisite, which is called principle of marketing. Without reading the prerequisite course, principle of marketing, you cannot read or you cannot learn the advanced course in marketing. So this is the prerequisite for your faith system to know your faith system. This is the prerequisite thing. Without this, there is no point in doing anything whatsoever in Islam. This is how fundamental it is. But in the Western part of the world, they hide it. They don't say that we don't accept it. They hide it. They don't preach it. They don't tell this.
Well, in the Abraham's verse, it's talking about the enemies.
I
And
am
if
not
you
talking about
have
Abraham.
enemy-
Did I ask you something about Abraham right now?
No.
Okay, I'm talking about this. Where does this word comes from? From the verse chapter number 60, verse number 4, in the middle part, when he says disallows and everything. This is the verse that is coming from there, Abraham, and he's saying that in Abraham you have the pure example of al-wala wal-bara.
Yeah, that's a good
It says, is kalu liqawmihim inna bara'u minkum wa mimma ta'budun min dunillahi kafarna bikum wa abadina binai wa binaykum al aduwa wal baghza. So this is where you get al wala wal bara, and you can actually, now this is AI who's using the your scholar's explanation from your books. And now the AI, you want to bring up an article which is written by your scholar or a tafsir that is written by your scholar. I'm more than willing to entertain you on this one. Otherwise, this is the fundamental concept in Islam. You can't deny that.
Okay, may I respond? If you are an enemy of Islam and you hate Muslims,
Does it say enemy of the Islam? Read the first paragraph.
No,
Does
it
it say
doesn't say
hate? Does it say hate the enemy of Islam, or it says hating for the sake of Allah and loving for the sake of Allah? Full stop.
yes. Okay.
Okay.
Then for the
So
sake of
does this verse says you hate because they are your enemy and they are killing you?
no, not now. But it's not
Okay.
really-
So the
they would
fundamental concept is not to love everyone, right?
Well, I don't love you. There's that.
You don't have to love me. I'm not asking you to love me. I'm exposing your deen. You are not supposed to love me. Otherwise, you are not even a Muslim. I wouldn't even speak with you if you love me. Okay?
I would like
coming back to the basic point. Did Abraham said something which Muhammad said?
Did Ibrahim say what Muhammad said?
Yeah,
Same message, yes.
same message. Did Ibrahim went to the temple of his area and destroyed all the idols and lied about it and put the axe in front of the biggest idol?
Absolutely, he did that.
Perfect. Thank you so very much for speaking the truth. Now, after he did such a thing, do you think the family of Abraham would have loved him?
Well, I'm not sure.
You're not sure.
I don't-
Okay.
I don't-
So
I
now tell me who started the hatred, Abraham or his family?
Well, Abraham done it for the love of God and smashed.
I don't care whether he done it for the love of God or for the love of camel urine and
He
milk
done it
cocktail.
to prove a point. He
I'm
done it
asking
to prove a
you,
point.
did he started the war or did his family started the war?
Well, Abraham went and smashed the idols. He started the war. They threw him into the flames.
Thank you so very much. So
Abraham walked
before
out alive from the fire.
wait, don't go, continue. So before I was here and I was listening and I wanted Arul to complete his argument before I could intervene, you said if they fight, then we fight. Now you acknowledged that no. Abraham started it. After that, they started saying, "Oh, you're mean. Get out of our country, get out of our land," because Abraham started it. And you said he started it for the love of Allah.
He done it as
Thank
a
you
kid.
so very much.
was
Mr.
attacked.
Arul, mic is yours. I have brought the person to the location where he acknowledged and accepted that they start the fight, sir.
May I reply to this as well? Well, Abraham done it as a kid. He did start this, but when you think about it, they got angry. They built they made a huge fire, and they from your way then.
If I go into the mosque where you worship Allah and destroy the mosque and say that your Allah destroyed it by putting an axe in the air and saying this is your Allah who destroyed the mosque, are you not going to be angry with me?
Whew.
Oof.
Wait! I thought it was back.
Wait. Okay.
Yes, yeah,
Arul, I think I rest my case. Do you think I need to speak more?
I accidentally put gas in my face. That's why I said woof. Sorry. Yeah. The thing is, yeah. He done it to show that the idols can't save them. Like that's why he put the axe on and said it was that, and they replied saying, "No, how could it be a statue? It's a statue. You know it can't move. Then why do you worship it?" That was his. That's the reason he done it, so he could beat up the people.
My dear friend, you're misunderstanding or trying desperate right now, and maybe you understood and you're ignoring the point. We're not asking for why he did. We're asking if he did.
Yeah, he done it. Yeah, he done it.
If he did, then he is the initial aggressor. That's the entire point Adam was making.
Well, if you look at it, then it could be that he could be the aggressor.
What do you mean? If that's why Adam gave an example. Let's say I come to your place, I don't know where you live, but if I come to your place, and of course I'm a Christian, I'm not a Muslim, and you're a Muslim, but if I come in your place and beat all of you up, maybe not beat, just to stick to the example more carefully, take all the Qurans from your home, throw it out. Who is the aggressor? For whatever reason I do. Maybe I'm right, you're wrong, or you're right. Well, ignore the reason. Who is the initial aggressor?
If you came into my home, you're the aggressor because you came into my home. But this wasn't someone's house he walked into. It was a temple open for everyone.
I gave the example of a mosque, sir. Give the example.
Yeah, if I go to a mosque, if I go to your mosque, your local mosque, and do terrible things to the mosque, who is the initial aggressor?
Well, you be the initial aggressor because you are not a prophet.
That's exactly the point Adam was making. Ignore, whether I am a prophet or not is irrelevant. Definition of crime doesn't change just because you're a prophet. You are an aggressor. If you're an aggressor, unprovoked, if you go and attack someone. Now, you were earlier, I want to actually make the same point using the Quran, using what you were trying to use.
In God's eye, it wasn't a crime because when they threw him into the fire, God was like, be calm. That was the punishment. That was his punishment for breaking the idols. So if he walked out from the flames, in God's eye, he was not the aggressor. He was the person bringing justice for God.
Look, my dear friend, I am pretty convinced that Muslims would like to think that you know exactly what the Islamic Allah is thinking.
In the Quran, it says he walked out from his crime.
One second. We are least concerned. We are least concerned. What I'm going to say is, if I did the same to you, saying my God is happy with me beating you up, would you be happy?
Then, if you walked out of the flames, then
okay, fine.
Abraham, he walked out from the flames from his punishment. He got punished for it.
Hey, listen, my friend. Listen. He was thrown in the fire for what? For what was the reason?
For breaking the idols.
Thank you so very much. So he initiated that.
He walked out with no pain, no scratches, no burn marks. The fire was warm, relaxing, and it's like when you sleep. That's how it felt for him in the fire. So he walked out from that flames, and people were shocked because that fire was huge. It should have.
Listen. Why does it matter? We are not talking about whether Abraham came out of fire or not. We are talking about whether Abraham started the fight or not. That was the point. Did he started the fight?
When we look at the Quran,
did he started the fight?
He started the fight, but God made him victorious.
Shut up. Did he started the fight? Yes or no, sir?
He started there, but he won. because
Okay,
it
he
was
won.
that
That's a
swing.
separate thing. So he started the fight. Okay, what
He
I
So,
was
started it, but
actually
he
talking.
won because God allowed him to win.
Dude, that does not matter whether he won or not. It's not the point. The point is whether you guys are the initiator of the fight or
Well,
not.
if God is on your side, then you're invincible, and we're happy with that.
is that the world you want to live in?
Yes, if God is
So
giving
this
you
is the world.
victory, then
Is
God,
where do you live right now?
UK.
So if do you see what would happen to you if all the Christians mobilized in the UK and came to beat you up? Do you see what could happen to you?
Well,
Is that
I
what
would say
you live
they're extreme, but Muslims don't go around beating up Christians.
in? Okay. Ignore. Now, if we speak about one thing, you go somewhere else. You said if you engage, if you start and then win, then that's fine, is what you
No,
said.
if God is on your side and you know God is on your side, then it's okay.
Yes,
But
we know, we know.
if God
Okay.
is not with you, you can't
We're
you
going all
can't
over the
make
place.
that move of the prophet.
I want to get back to Surah 60, Surah
Yeah,
Al-Mumtahina, please.
yeah, go on.
Okay, Surah Al-Mumtahina. I want to go to the exact learning alone here. Yeah,
Yeah.
Surah Al-Mumtahina, Ayat 1. Who is that speaking to?
It's speaking to all believers. I think Moses. This is Moses speaking to his all believers. Do not take my enemies and yours. Trust your allies. I think this one's God.
Are you serious?
This is speaking to the Muslims.
Yeah, speaking to the Muslims.
Yeah, to the Muslims of the 7th century at the earliest. Yeah,
Yeah,
Quran. If it was written at the time you claim it was written, it's the 7th century. It's
yeah,
speaking to the Muslims. Yeah. Okay. So that verse is speaking to the Muslims. So that is not the context for Ayat 4 so far. So let's move to Ayat 2. If they
yeah.
have the upper hand of you, who is the you here?
The enemies.
No, forget about the enemies. Describe who is it the same second person? You're the same Muslims of the 7th century?
It's talking to the Muslims. Yes, if they have the upper hands over you, they would be open.
This is these are again the Muslims of the 7th century at the earliest. Yeah.
Yeah,
So clearly, what is in Ayat 2 also will not form the context for Ibrahim doing what he did. Yeah. Because Ibrahim came.
I know the context, but you want to stay in chapter
quickly.
62.
No, one second, my dear friend. You, when I was showing you Ayat 4, you brought Ayat 2 as if it was the context. Do you now understand? Trying to show Ayat 2 as the context for Ayat 4 is a joke because Ayat 2 was written to people in the 7th century at the earliest. You agree?
Well, there's a lot of context. There's a context to that. I want to give you the context.
My dear friend, do you understand the word context?
Yes, the context is that he done it. He done it.
Do you understand the word? Do you know the meaning of the word context?
Yes, it means
What
the
is that?
context. Like it means
What
like okay, for example, yeah, I go to the Bible, I pull up one verse of the Bible and it says fight, it says kill these and then I'll be like, look, it says just kills, but it doesn't mean that.
My dear friend, you please, with all due respect, you're offering right now. I'll tell you what the definition of the word context is.
I know what it means.
No. But then, in which case, when I asked, why don't you tell me the meaning?
Context is
meaning,
like
my dear friend, please, one second. The context is the set of circumstances that form the setting for an event or a statement or an idea. Yeah. What forms the circumstance?
Which is not fully understood.
No, one second.
You don't understand the full.
My dear friend, please. My dear friend. Surah 60, Ayat 2. When was that written? When was that given in your mind?
This was given to Prophet Muhammad.
So time, when was that?
I think that was like 1400 years ago. I think it was
roughly around 700 years. If you're roughly about 7th century AD, like if you are right, if your stories are right, which I don't believe in, but for now let's say your stories are right, 7th century. 7th century is when Ayat 2 came. When did Ibrahim live?
Abraham, he lived in Let me check. I think he was.
Don't worry, you don't know the Bible. You can just ask me. Around 2000 BC.
Oh yeah, 2000 BC. Yeah.
Don't do. Oh yeah, please don't. As if you know these things. If I ask you another question about Ibrahim, you won't know. Abraham, the true Abraham. You won't know. You won't have a clue about the Bible. So don't say, oh yeah, please. Just ask me, I'll tell you. So, will an event that happened in the 7th century form the context of something that happened 7th century AD, form the context of something that happened 2000 BC?
Yes, because it's
Excuse me. 7th century AD hasn't happened yet when Ibrahim was living. Yeah, so clearly that can't be the context because it is about 3 millennia in the future. How can that be the context?
Well, I could explain. Prophet
There's
Muhammad,
no explanation needed. You just need to say
he
yes.
came from God. He's a man of God, and he came from God. So God told him, and he got the message from God.
My dear friend,
you said it.
Are you saying Ayat 2 was given to Ibrahim? Is that what you're saying?
No, it was given to Prophet Muhammad.
Yes. So if Ayat 2 was not given to Ibrahim,
knows the best of history? God.
My dear friend, don't lie. Don't make things up as you go along. If Ayat 2 was not given to Ibrahim and it came only in the 7th century at the earliest, how can Ayat 2 form the context of a person who, in your mind, lived in 2000 BC?
Okay, in my mind, in my mind and the Muslim minds and the Quran mind, it came from God in the Miraj. God told him the scriptures. God told him the scriptures. God knows what happened to Abraham.
No. Be specific. What exactly did Ibrahim know?
Well, wait. You're trying to say, God don't know the past of Abraham. Oh, yeah.
I didn't say God. Maybe you're not paying attention.
Prophet Muhammad.
My dear friend, maybe you're not paying attention. Maybe you're not paying attention.
That's right. That's why the Muslim context.
Please listen to me. When I brought up Ayat 4 to try and expose how evil Islam is,
yes,
you said somehow Ayat 2 forms the context for Ayat 4, is what you said.
Whatever's in the Quran, it came from Allah.
Forget about no, I'm not looking for your fancy stories right now. Really not interested. It's about 8:30. Of course, you are also in the UK. I may fall asleep if you start fancy stories. I am talking about a simple thing right now. Please engage. It's easy to understand. I'm going to repeat this again. Ayat 2 of chapter 60 earliest was written in the 7th century AD. Earliest. Do you agree?
Yes.
Sure. Whether the Islamic Allah, who exists or not, had a clue about Ayat 2 or not, pre-7th century, Ibrahim wouldn't have had a clue. Do you agree?
Yeah, Ibrahim won't have a clue.
Yes. So to Ibrahim, Ayat 2 is as good as non-existent. Do you agree?
No.
Why no? How did Ibrahim know Ayat 2?
No. Ayat 2. I agree. He wouldn't know Ayat 2.
Simple. This is all I've been saying so far. I don't know why you were confused. Maybe too much of brainwashing going on here. So Ayat 2, Ibrahim would have had no clue about. So Ibrahim had no clue about upper hand, lower hand, side hand, back hand, front hand. None of this would be in his mind. With me so far?
Yes.
Yeah. Whether none of this is in. So this is irrelevant when we read Ayat 4. So let me go just to make sure we are step by step on the same page. Who is the yo in Ayat 3?
Let me see. Neither your relatives nor children will benefit you on judgment day.
Who is the second person in Ayat 3?
Who is the second person?
Yeah. Still Muslims of the 7th century. It's easy. It's not a trick question.
Neither your children or relatives. That's all it says.
The The you here are still the same Muslims from the 7th century at the earliest, yeah? Because nothing has changed between 2 and 3. Yeah?
Yes, go on.
And if you go to ayat 4 and it says there is a goodly pattern for you, who's the you here?
So there is already have an excellent example in Abraham and those with him when they said to the people.
Who is the second person? Who is the second person? Who is hearing this?
The Muslims, yeah.
Of the 7th century at the earliest, yeah.
Yeah.
So very simple. So now we know ayats 1 and 3 do not form historical context for what we are going to learn from ayat 4. That's the important point I'm making. Ayats 1 to 3 is irrelevant because it showed up about 3 millennia later. Now we have arrived at ayat 4, and to the same Muslims of the 7th century, they are now suddenly given a lesson from about 2,700 years before them. Yeah. Now there is a goodly pattern for you in Ibrahim. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. So the lesson now we can learn only by reading ayat 4. You don't have to go anywhere else. Only ayat 4 has the lesson starting there. So let's read. In Ibrahim and those with him is the goodly lesson, goodly pattern. What is the lesson? When they, Ibrahim and the people with him, i.e. his folk, told their folk meaning near and dear, yeah, family members, friends, and relatives, yeah?
Yep.
So the Ibrahim is telling his near and dear, along Ibrahim and his cohorts, his own minions, are telling his near and dear who are not Muslims. Him and his team are Muslims, the Ibrahim, Islamic Ibrahim, and he is speaking to the non-Muslims. And what is he saying? Lo, we are guiltless of you. We are guiltless of you and all that ye worship beside Allah. What is Ibrahim saying? We put our hands up and we wash our hands, not put our hands up, we wash our hands. What you do is none of, is not, we're not to be blamed for what you're doing. That's how it starts. And then it goes on. We have done with you. We are done. That's it. Time's up. We have had enough of you. Time's up. And then it goes on. There has arisen between us and you hostility and hate.
But also the verse mentions, I will pray to God for Allah to forgive you for the father.
No. My dear Muslim friend. Intelligent reading is where we are reading step by step. When reading step by step, if you ignore something and go somewhere else, you know who that is? That's a person desperately trying to salvage when he knows it is indefensible. That's that person who will ignore a careful step-by-step reading. I would invite you not to be that. You are that so far. I invite you not to be that. So we are doing step-by-step. And I'll go to this Sahih International and we'll read again. Indeed, we are disassociated from you and from whatever you worship other than Allah. We are disintegrated from you. We have denied you, and there has appeared between us and you animosity and hatred. Do you see that?
Yeah, I see that.
No violence mentioned, nothing, none of those things mentioned. Look, you guys are worshipping someone else. We are not happy. That's all the lesson. And because you're worshipping someone other than Islamic Allah, we are rejecting you. And we have introduced that because of the worship difference,
the worship
between us and you, animosity and hatred. Do you read the lesson properly here?
Yeah, fair enough. We should hate them, the idol worshippers.
Yeah, this is terrible. How many people are you hating?
This is good because only the one God should be worshipped. Why should you worship idols? You know what I'm saying?
So you hate me right now, yeah?
I agree. I agree with the Quran.
No. Question. Do you hate me right now?
Do you worship idols?
Well, the Quran says being a Christian is being an idol.
We worship the one God.
Listen to me.
I worship a man named Jesus according to your Quran. So do you hate me?
Okay. Okay.
So
I
do you
would
hate me?
say yes, I hate you, but I don't.
Yeah, wow. You live in the UK. I'd like your address. I'd like to take you to some. You hate me. Thank you very much. Would you at
But
least stand?
that doesn't mean I want to harm you.
So
But I do
how
hate.
exactly does that work? So you have animosity and hatred. So what exactly will you do?
I wouldn't harm you or hurt you.
He'll
But I
kiss
could
us
hate
after
you.
hating
I
us.
hate you. That's it. Yeah, I mean, I dislike you. I disassociate from you.
I'll show you. No, I'll show you what you should. I'll show you. Don't worry. I'll show you. Just give me 1 second. So this is. You might have seen this fellow.
Children in Gaza don't get to scroll.
Gaza nonsense all day long. Okay.
I don't talk to enemies of Islam. I said I don't talk to enemies of Islam. The only thing I have for you is my fist. So if that's what you want,
Woohoo!
fight, bro.
I agree with the Warner. The Warner is a man. He don't take shit. He don't take shit from the enemies. Good for
So
Warner.
as a Muslim, you are a hater, and the only thing you'll have, just like this grown-up, mindless fellow who is on the screen, the only thing you have is the fist.
No, I wouldn't have the fist, but I would tell you.
You
I
just
don't
said
like
you love him. He's the man. You just said that.
Yeah, the Warner's the man, but
Yeah,
me
the Warner is
personally,
giving the fist.
I'm a different person. I could hate you, but I don't have to hit you. I don't have
So
to.
what will you do when you hate someone? What will you do?
If I hate someone, I'll just tell you I don't like you. I disassociate from you. You're the enemy of God. Stay away from me, you sinful person.
What would you do?
Nothing.
Just say this.
I won't hit you. I
But
have to abide by the laws of the land.
So if Osama bin Laden shows up and he wants to punch me, what would you do?
If the Warner wants to punch you, that's the Warner. It's not me.
No, what would you do if you're standing by him? What would you do?
Wait. Standing by the Warner and he punches you.
Osama bin Laden. if he
Well,
stands-
I'll be like, it's not my beef. It's between you and the Warner. Whatever you guys do.
in
you
that
go
case, you'll
ahead.
be a criminal in the UK. Did you know this?
I
If you saw
will step back. I will step back and watch it. And I'll
Thank
be
you
like,
very much.
no.
Muslim defender. You've done enough. Thank you very much. You did not defend Islam, by the way, today. You have exposed Islam big time. Thank you very much for confessing live that you hate me. Thank you.
Okay.
This is horrible.
Other
I
Muslims
wish-
jump on the panel.
And he just
I
said
agree with my
that he will
statement.
step back and he will let the Muslim
Someone else
guy
come and punch.
hate. Like this is how beautiful it is. But what if your father was being beaten by this Muslim guy?
Oh, if my father was being beaten, he's a Muslim, so he won't get beaten up by the Warner.
But like assume there is a beef the Warner has with him. So if he does that to your father, what will you do?
I would tell the Warner, look, my father's an
You
old
will tell
man.
the Warner. So your Warner
The
is
Warner won't beat him
beating
with that. He's
your
old.
father, and you are gonna talk with that Warner. Is that what you're saying?
The Warner wouldn't beat my father up.
Irrespective, that is why there is an if. So if the Warner
If he
is,
did, I would bang him out. I will knock him out.
so if it is your father, you will bang him out because your father is a Muslim, correct?
Yeah. If anyone,
And but like because our brother Arul is not a Muslim, hence you will stand back and watch, correct?
100%.
Thank you so very much. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Thanks for all your
I mean, but it depends. It depends.
No,
It depends
You just-
why
you
he's
just-
beating you
there
up.
is no-
No. Thank you very much.
It depends why he's beating you up.
We
Because
don't want too
if
much
he's beating
exposure
you
on the
up,
same day.
if he's
My
beat-
different. My 1 second, please. We don't want too much exposure on the same day. This is enough for today.
no, I want to
But please
expose
come
myself more. I want to expose it more.
No. This is enough. This is enough.
No.
Enough
The context.
entertainment.
It's the context
Enough
of why he's
entertainment
beating
for
you up.
us.
If he's beating you
Enough
up for no
entertainment.
reason, I would step up for you and stop it. I'll be like,
No,
no,
you will
calm
not.
down,
You
calm
just
down.
said that you will not.
This is literally for
Because
no
you are not a
reason.
Muslim. You just said that. Don't try to salvage your previous statement.
Yeah, no, you
You're
gave
just
a
going in a
reason.
short.
We are not Muslims, and therefore you have a reason.
No. I mean, it depends on the context. Like,
But there's no context here.
the context is I have to stand up for you.
My different. I'll give you one last chance. It's very simple. My different. One last chance. All you have to do is very simply, if you want to be consistent, and if you don't want to become, people who cheat others will end up cheating themselves. You'll lose your mind rather soon. If you don't want to do that, it's very simple. All you have to do is simply say, this is horrible.
No,
That's all you have to say.
this is the
Thank
best
you.
chapter in my life
Oh,
I ever
thank you very
seen.
Thank you. That's enough. Thank
The
you very
best
much.
chapter in the world.
Please come back some other day. Enough for today. Please come back some other day. And-
Anyway, thank you for having me up. Enjoy the rest of your live stream.
Thank you.